Looks like. All right, how's that? Should be able to hear me now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my first evening North American event this year. Because of schedule changes due to the university, I've had to host my usual Thursday events much later, but this allows me to cater to the North American part of our server. So hopefully we'll see more of those NA players come out in the future. But we got some new players, really excited to see what they can do. And yeah, bracket still looks very exciting. And it's a man round robin, so we should blitz through this pretty quickly. You guys know how I like to run these. Fast and efficient, but with plenty of action. If anyone wants to come in to commentate as well to the commentator's cabin, let me know. Just want to make sure Discord actually comes through. The reason I'm sitting in here, by the way, is so that when it's your turn and when I put you in the parsec, you don't have to listen to the stream in the background, which takes up precious bandwidth. You can just listen through here. Don't see the stage. It should be visible now. Yeah, it looks like you're in it. All right, excellent. We're starting with a banger, actually. I'm fighting Oak, and Oak will take the left. So we got some new players, so let me just lay out the rules real quick before we get into this. So everybody fights each other once. It's a best of 3, and the win condition is point. Oh, sorry, it's not best of 3. That's the double elimination. It's 1 round, 7 flags. Everybody fights each other once, and then points scored determines the winner. So it's not just about winning, it's about making sure you're scoring as many points as possible. If you win everything, obviously you'll do that, but say you lose a fight, you'll want to at least score as many flags as possible in that fight to stay in the running to win. Because you never know, the guy who's ahead might have a very bad performance, and so you getting 6 points or even 5 points versus getting 1 or 0 could still make a huge difference for your chances of winning the whole thing. So if you are on the back foot, make sure you score as many points as you can. And don't just give away points for the sake of it. But then we've got a secondary tiebreak, as sometimes participants can be tied, at which point we go by points difference. So if you're scoring a lot of points and not losing that many, obviously your points difference improves. And then tertiary is wins versus tied participants. So that's a pretty rare one, but if somehow you're tied with somebody but you've beaten them previously, that'll be your win condition. But it usually doesn't come down to that. T-downs, you're not up yet. I am fighting Oak. And Plat is here. Beautiful. If you have any questions, guys, let me know. I hope that's all clear. It'll make a lot of sense once we get through it. Okay. Game capture. Let me just make that Hellish Quart. Excellent. And this will go by really quick as long as you guys are ready to hop on in. And like I said, starting with a banger here, Oak from Russia, by the way. He's not from North America. Still decided to show up because he noticed that some North American players who are really well known in the server didn't show up. Wants to prove himself. I like that. It's like 4 a.m. for him over there. As usual, he's been up like all night. Still looking like he's in good form so far. Oh my goodness, I thought that was Oaks. It made sense though. I just Oak is doing so well. He's on that second wind. Wow. What can I say? GG. I got my ass kicked. Oak did extremely well. I don't know how he does that, being so tired, but he did it. Yeah, or he drank some of that buckwheat coffee. No, he said he's not a coffee person. Maybe he ate some buckwheat, though. He gives that stuff a lot of praise. Oh, you want to commentate, plebeian? Sorry, I didn't see that right away. Nice. I'll let you in. And welcome, plebeian. I don't hear him. Do you guys hear him is the question.
Guess I gotta get into the parsec to see the fights.
There you go. Now you're coming through.
Okay. So I'm all good audio-wise?
Certainly on my end.
Nice. Okay. Let
Yeah.
me,
Yeah, you're coming through in the stream as well. That's good.
so I will start connecting to the parsec.
All right, there you are. It's good
Alrighty.
timing though. You're actually fighting Daddy K now.
Okay. This is a newer player. He just joined about like 2 days ago, I think. And he plays Connor.
Interesting.
So I'm going to be doing myself the service of picking Zara instead of Hassan because I've yet to figure out Hassan's strategies for Connor.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine fighting that matchup, especially if the London and stuff like that.
Right now, the only thing that I've got is his trick shot goes around the shield and hits the head, but it's a lot easier to hit that on Marina, who has less rangy options than Connor does.
Right.
So am I left or right?
You're on the right. Daddy K's on the left. Let me know if you need keyboard. Looks like he's good to go. Yeah, it sounded like Pleb needs a Red Bull, but we'll see. Maybe that'll help him play Zara. The intro looks slow-mo, but the rest of the game looks good, so that's good. At least to me, it looked weird. But we're at 165, so the speed is where it should be.
I've not Mr. K yet, so there's probably going to be a moment of us kind of figuring out what the other wants to do here.
Yeah. Looks like he has a very stabby mindset, which is understandable. Connor has some very good stabs. Good blade beat, but isn't able to follow it up there. I think he did a retreat attack, so that was probably why. I don't know Zara's combos, mind you. Stab to the chest there. 1-1. So it's funny, I was talking about points. I just gave an example of what you do not want to do. But it was against Oak, so I don't need to feel too bad about that. But you do not want to score, like, 2 or 3 flags in your fight if you can avoid it. You want to score more than that.
That was a very nice bait. He held it out,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that I was gonna go try to beat it, and then as I moved, he lowered it to throw a cut.
Yeah.
Which is a very smart move.
Yeah, Daddy K has a very tactical, measured style here.
I like it. It's not like the typical rabid dog Connor that's sprinting and dashing all over the place.
Yeah. You don't see those type of Connor very much. But I think it's a good way to play him. It's just he needs a little more experience, I think.
Right. More knowledge of the moveset, and you can probably make it work.
Yeah. Yeah, Plebeian's a tough opponent for someone so new. Rabbit Dog Connor, yeah. Especially Pico's Connor was like that. Although he's now doing that with Isabella.
Yeah, that long guard X takes a lot of time to get used to as a Connor player.
Alright, GG's,
But
guys.
good effort, Kay. I like the style of Connor that you were going with, but a bit more practice on the moveset, and it could probably make something of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Platypie's here. Also back from eating dinner. Was having some quesadillas, he said.
It's a good meal.
Yeah. I was having wings and pizza.
That's good too. I I've got the least impressive one. I just had Wendy's tonight.
It's funny, I had Wendy's this week as well. Don't usually eat there, but it was the convenient option and don't have as much time, so
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone wakes up and goes, "I'm having Wendy's tonight." You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, exactly. But I was like, it's better than McDonald's, at least here it is. So,
Nice. I'm glad you agree with that. I think McDonald's is so overrated.
okay, they're both here. Okay, Jan, that's a good pick for a new player, I would say.
Who's up?
It is Platypie against T-Downs.
Oh, okay. There's a interesting fight. So T Downs is also a newer player.
Yep.
He started about 2 days ago, but a lot of the experienced players actually have had to take some time to adjust to the way that he plays.
Mm-hmm.
He's picked up the game very quickly. He's got a very very like measured, aggressive yawn.
Mm-hmm. Is that British Turk in the chat saying McDonald's is life?
Sounds like something he'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kem, that's Turk.
Wow. Very late over there, but glad to have you in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, Platypie cuts the hand as Jan goes in there.
Yeah, he's actually a really good Tarna player. He plays a lot of characters. He's one of those players who's just very versatile.
I don't get to fight him much, but every time I do, it's like you gotta work very hard to get something over him. He's definitely a good player.
Yeah.
Tries to go around with Tarna there, but T catches him with that snap pet.
Folks heard McDonald's quality isn't that good in North America lately. Yeah, I'd largely agree.
Oh yeah, in North America, that's probably worse. The worst.
Yeah.
Because they have like the least regulations that
Yeah.
controls how they make food. And stab attempts.
Yeah, even their egg sandwiches, like we have better here. We have like A&W and stuff like that. So if you're looking for breakfast with better options.
Whenever I read about like how food is in the fast food chains and places outside of the US, I get a little jealous.
Yeah, they seem to do things differently. Although here we have some similarities to the US, but especially if you go to Europe,
Ooh.
it's a totally different ball game.
So so far T is in the lead. He's got 2 more flags to go, but he's
Mm-hmm.
2 flags behind.
Yeah.
Trying to find something. Fighting.
Uh-oh.
Oh, pause.
Some lag probably. All
Signal
right.
on guard if you're okay. All right.
Cool. Yeah, the trend's been a lot of lopsided fights so far.
Whoa.
We're actually seeing another one. This
That
is an
one
impressive performance from T-Downs.
for sure. Yeah, Platy's gonna have to be a lot more measured with Tonic. He's gonna find openings
Oh.
on T's yawn, but doesn't manage to figure out just then, and T takes the win. So that
Yeah.
is that's a win right off the bat for a newer player over a pretty experienced and good player in Platypine. So it's
Yeah.
very impressive.
Platypi, you're not done yet. You have to run the gauntlet, as I call it, and fight Plebeian. So you gotta fight twice.
All right. I'm gonna mute for this fight because it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's all good. He left on reflex. I do that too. Okay, Plebeian's on the left. Platypi, you are on the right this time. Hate fighting new players, always better than you expect. Yeah, especially lately. I think the new blood, it's more likely that they've at least experienced the game now. It's especially in 2021, if somebody was new, like just completely new, they sucked. Like it was just compared to how they are now. And I don't mean that to hate on people who were new back then or anything like that. It's just it was a new game. There wasn't that much experience out there to begin with, relatively speaking. And so you get somebody who maybe doesn't even have fighting game experience, they just like swords. I mean, I was bad too. And then they come in and they would get destroyed by people like Warden. And it happens to a lot of games. It's just as it's been out for a while, although albeit in early access. You know, people get experience, and even the newer blood all of a sudden is more likely to have played at least against the AI. Platypi has gone with Marta. That's another character you can play very well. Getting tired. The back Y not able to secure the kill. I think he was a bit too close, and also being tired reduces your damage. Something about new players too is sometimes they try stuff that you would never dream of trying. And so you're caught off guard. So there's definitely a skill to fighting them that is different from fighting a competent player. Hitting the blade down back wide. Could we see another dominant performance here? Platypi really wants that, I think. Take somebody out of the competition a little bit, or at least even it out a bit by getting a good score. I'm kind of happy to see this, that there's a lot of people being dominated at the moment, because I had that happen to me against Oak, so it makes my life better as far as getting into the top 3 and possibly even winning if Oak has a similar experience down the road, but we'll see. That's the thing, even if you get a low score, it's not always over for you as far as chances of winning. There might still be a chance down the road if other people suddenly croak against their opponents. I used to do round robins based on wins, and I think that works too. It's just, the thing about this is it rewards performances, so you can put in a lot of effort in a fight, and get rewarded for it, and it's really nice. And I don't know, it just makes every fight higher stakes, I think, and it feels like there's always something to fight for. Nice from Platypi.
GG Platty. I was expecting the Tarna, so
Mm.
that's why I went Hassan.
Mm-hmm.
I am very much still figuring out ways to get through Marta with Hassan, but even still, his Marta's so very active and like the distance between you and Platty's Marta is like constantly changing. So it's very difficult to adjust to. Very well done by Platty. I I do wish that I had gone Zara, but the more I work with Hassan, the better he'll get.
Pleb, you can't be losing to Marta. Marta is actually pretty good. Marie's the bad one.
Yeah. Counter picking. All right. Fair enough.
Oh, he's so T Downs has played for 3 days, and I'll tell you, he doesn't play like he's played for 3 days.
Yeah. When I the first day that he joined, I'm like, oh, a new player. Let me go fight this new player and then like teach him how to play the game.
Hmm.
And then it was actually me on the back foot having to adjust to how he was playing the game. It was very neat.
Uh, I might be able to add you in, Turk. We're already on the round two. I'll see what I can do. It's a little awkward, but I'll have a look while we're waiting. I think I have to like unstart the tourney, or maybe I can just invite him. It's a round robin, so it should be a bit easier. Shouldn't ruin anything. Let me see. Yeah, I think I have to do this. There should be a way to reset it without resetting everything. Yeah, if I just reset it like this, you should be able to join pretty much right now. If you're listening, Turk. If not, just give me your username and I can add you right in. Oh, I think the scores got reset. We'll figure this out. I can go through the stream and get the scores. He's played fighting games before? Yeah, he has to have. Or at least has had some experience with blades or something. Yeah, right. Sorry for the hold up, guys. Turk wants to participate, and we only have 6 people, so why not? I'll get the scores back in.
Also, we haven't seen him in competition in I think at least a few months, so
Hmm.
it's nice to see.
Yeah, I would hate to deny him this opportunity. Although he is going to be the last person I'll accept,
That's fair.
most likely. Oh, is Teflon? Okay, Teflon, he literally messaged me right as I said that. All right, if you want to get in right now, you can. I didn't.
The announcement's been up for like 6 hours.
Res-
They waited until 20 minutes after to join, which is a little amusing. But at least the structure of these is informal enough that we can just easily get them in
yeah, and
easily
it's
enough.
yeah, and it's round robin, so everybody fights everyone everywhere, or anyway. So
Yeah,
Turk is
yeah. It's
in.
very from what I understand, it's really difficult to add like extra people or take people out of the like bracket tournaments
Yeah.
on challenge. I don't think it really works too well.
All right, that is literally the last person though, because we can't have more than 8 for a round robin. So hurry up, Teflon. You can just use the link in the announcement. The timings, yeah, that's funny. I was like, that's the last person Teflon messages me right as I say that. Have to log into your Parsec. You can just go to Challenge and sign up. You don't need to be in Parsec right now. Can you get 1 minute? All right, there you go. It shall be an easy victory for everyone. I love it. He's trying to get everyone to get their guard down. He's using the info strategy. It also helps when you use Marie. Everybody underestimates you.
A lot of the time, though, when people are like, a lot of the time, I've seen when people just believe that they've lost before the fight started, they actually tend to do well. And maybe it's something about like if you believe that the conclusion of the fight is already forgone, then you just kind of play without pressure,
Mm-hmm.
and that tends to be better.
All right, we can start now. Scores to copy over. Thank you, Platypi, for that, by the way. Don't have to go through this stream. All right. Okay, why is challenge being weird? There we are. So it was 7-2 for Oak. I'm just entering the scores we previously did. Daddy K versus Plebeian. There we are. Platypi. Okay. And then Platypi got 7 against you. All right. So the order is different, guys. The new order is actual. As for Parsec being able to see the challenge screen, I have most apps disabled on Parsec, and that's mostly for security reasons. So you can only see like the games and whatnot.
And I was gonna say it's also easy enough to just open up the challenge link from the announcements
Yeah,
panel, and then you can look at it whenever you want.
right, yes. Okay, so the order is scrambled, but we'll just go from round one and go down from there. So sorry to kick you guys, but I'm gonna fight Teflon right away.
All right, should be good. Teflon coming off the couch, short notice replacement to fight Subutai. See how it goes.
Info did teach you, yeah, it shows. With that psychological warfare. Thanks for waiting. Yeah, no worries, no worries. But like I said, I can't let anyone else in, otherwise we'd have to change the whole format. So 8 will be our maximum for today. Uh, just let me know when you're good to go, Teflon. And this is what the order looks like, by the way, for people on the stream. Yeah, let's try and get Teflon in first, Oak, and I'll fight him, and then we can let you blitz through your fights. Sure.
Teflon's DMing me saying that he's trying to authenticate his parsec, but it won't let him
Okay.
log in.
We'll skip his fight then. That's not a problem. That's an age-old problem that lots of us have to deal with. So,
Is there a way that we could get around that he could still compete, or is that wrapped?
uh, well, you can always make a new account. Worst case scenario. I know that's a little inconvenient, but all right. Let's do Platypi against Oak. Yeah, I didn't expect it to grow either. So that's totally fair enough. Oak.
There's always some wild card thing that happens in these events.
Yeah.
It's nothing new.
Okay, let's have a look. Platypi, you're on the left. Oak, you're on the right. Let's see what he can do. Isabella. Watch Oak just destroy everybody. If he destroys everybody, we'll know who the winner is.
He had such a massive score lead in the last tourney.
Yeah.
So if he manages to repeat that already with a retreat cut taking a point. And Teflon's not Teflon. Who's on the left with Isabella?
Platypi.
Okay. Ooh. Oak walks into the upcut from Izzy there.
Yeah, Oak just plays well no matter whose host he's on, what day it is. You have to take him seriously no matter what.
Right. Oh. He lunges in and gets the arm.
I think he's the most consistent player on our server.
I agree with that.
Ooh, there's the hand.
But a well-timed high guard cut from Platy manages to take it and tie the score up.
Oak won't get past me. Well, we'll see.
I'm assuming that's Turk.
Yeah.
Of course.
Nice upcut. Platypi's doing well though.
He is, yep.
I think Isabella's a good choice here. Not a counter per se, but a good choice. You can fight Lazlo with her, no problem.
Yeah, you've got better range than him, without the like speed disadvantage of say Zera. And also nice tracking stabs too, that probably helps.
Yeah.
The impatient here, Platy closes the distance and they bump into each other aggressively, and that causes them to separate.
Yeah, that snap cut just not quite getting the kill for Platypi, and now they both go for some kind of flick cut, but Oak is not able to kill. That back X is also deceptively dangerous. The stab!
Oh, the combo. Combo gets through.
And if Platypi wins by the margin it looks like he'll win by, the plot will really thicken, because we saw Oak doing so well earlier, but this would be huge for everybody.
So far, Platy's on fire, but I mean, we've seen Oak come back from this score, so it's not over yet.
Oh, the
There it
back
is, the
X,
retreat
yeah.
back.
That is such a dangerous move. It's not overpowered or anything, but you see him flick that sword and you think you're safe. You're not.
Yeah. I was on a I was on such a good run with Hassan and the Hema tourney. I
Hmm.
was on high hopes and thought it was all clear, and then I ran into Oak,
Yeah,
and by the end the score was 5-15.
yeah,
Nice upcut from Izzy.
yeah.
5-15 with me being 5.
Nice.
He's just crazy.
Yeah, he is. Still, if Plat wins here, it's my point still stands about the plot thickening.
Yeah. So far, Buddy seems to be on fire. It's just
Oof,
one more point.
dangerous from both of them. But
Yeah.
that back Y, I think, would have won a trade if there was a trade. The push was a
Oh, the
mistake.
side step. That last flag is such a psychological terror to the
Yeah.
person who needs it.
Ooh, nice hit. I like the active Isabella too. That seems like one of the optimal ways to play her lately.
Yeah, that's a new trend. People are not being defensive with her. They want to just close that gap real quick. And the
Yep.
upcut
Nice.
gets it, and Platy wins
Yeah. So
7-4.
yep. So Oka's still looking good for points, but he probably did not want to get 4 points there. That wasn't the most ideal performance.
Yeah, it's two back-to-back great performances from Platy.
Okay, T Downs now will fight Oak.
Well, Oak, it's time for you to fight a newer player.
Yeah, he was commenting about that.
Oh, Teflon's got his parsec working.
Oh, beautiful. All right, well, we'll still go through Oak's fights as promised, and then we'll come back. Yeah, this happens to the best of us. We've had veterans literally have to make new accounts because of that issue, so it is what it is. But I'm glad it was working now. All right, T Downs. All right, he's present. Nice, nice. T Downs is excited for it. I like to see that. Yeah, from what I saw earlier, I actually don't doubt that. I mean, I wouldn't usually
His
like
big,
his odds, but
so that's some big talk from Oakenlicks here. He says, in response to T Down saying our match is going to be amazing, he goes, I sure hope for it to be boring and one sided in my favor. Now, I'm excited to see this
yeah.
because T Downs has a very difficult style to adjust to initially,
Hmm.
but if there's one person who really excels at making reads, that would be Oak. So it's an interesting
Good to play. I haven't been able to play in a while. Yeah. Glad to see you, Platypi.
all right. He's keeping distance with those stabs of yawns, but
Nice
Oak
belly
lunges
lunge.
in and catches him with the rib cut.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to make this regular for September, Thursday anyway. Obviously, it's not really sustainable every day with my workload, but Thursday is very doable.
I'd like to maybe help bridge the gap in days without events. I might get into hosting some of my own
Yeah.
pretty soon. We'll see.
Yeah, I would love to see it if you ever get time. Nice.
Yeah, so far Oak is just dominating here with the range. I'm not sure that T Downs has much experience fighting Laszlo, so
Hmm.
he's probably not used to just how rapidly that gap closes,
Yeah.
which can serve a problem.
Yeah, your reach doesn't become much of an advantage if you're not able to respond in time. Oh, that was good though.
Yeah, it was. This is a not a big lead to make a comeback from, but I mean, let's see.
It is Oak though, so don't want to be in this
Yeah.
position. I know firsthand. Still a lot of pressure on Oak, I have to say. Like he wants to win all of these if he can. Obviously, he didn't win against Platypi, but like there's nothing else he can do. He's got to get as many points as possible.
Right. After a loss, you need, like you were saying, a big lead in the next one or one coming up to
Yeah.
stay in the.
Good blade beat.
Oak staying patient, seeing what T-Down's got to throw at him, and then lunges in with that.
One more needed.
Stab attempt, they start trading, and it's a double.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's it. Oh, no rematch. Okay,
No
what's that?
rematch.
What was that? 7-3?
Yeah, it was
They hit
7-3.
rematch so fast. Okay.
I'm sure that was just muscle memory for
Yeah, yeah.
T-Downs.
It's all good. I've done that too, actually. It became a bit of a meme.
It was a very nice and patient performance from Oak. Just
Hmm.
he kind of does this to everyone, but especially for a newer player. I'd say he stood around like at the edge for a long time to see what this new guy was going to throw at him, and then when he saw a way in, that's when he went for it
All right.
instead of trying to go right up for the exchange like I would do.
It's your turn to fight Oak now.
All right.
Oak is on the right. You're on the left.
So I've learned from my mistake. I'm not picking Hassan against Oaks Laszlo. Did you say I was left?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, expected picks, I would
All
say.
right. I had a suspicion he'd go Calc because I was expecting Laszlo, but nope, he's confident, which he should be.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, his performance has been stellar, even with considering that loss against Platypi. Oh, delayed damage. It actually was a hit for Plebeian in the end. I think he did a cancel into something, and that's what got the damage, or it's just delayed. It's quite possible it was delayed. We've seen lingers before behaving a little weirdly. But it turned out in Plebeian's favor anyway. Good sidestep from Oak. Oak showing some really good adjustments here. He knows he has to sidestep. And Zera actually can struggle to cope with that. Ooh, double. Yeah, that whiff could have been very dangerous. I think that might have been the best, actually, that Plebeian could have hoped for. Some kind of double. Good lunge. Yeah, Oak's just on fire. Plebeian's got to change something. His precision and distance management are both incredible. Ooh, stab from point blank. It works, though. And now Oak is... Oh, but it's a double. Oak saves it there. I honestly thought that stab from point blank was going to somehow whiff. It often happens when you're that close, but this particular stab was able to find a target. Nice X stab there into a follow-up. Another sidestep from Oak. Oak needs 2 more. Yeah, very clean from Oak. Turk saying it was a clean sidestep. Hits the leg from Plebeian. It's another double. Testing the waters there, and it's another double as Oak just commits completely there. That's the other thing when fighting Oak is, although he moves in and out because he wants you to whiff, he wants you to show him an opening or something, he has those moments where he is also looking for an opening against you, and he will go straight for the attack when the time is just right. And you have to be ready for it. You can't turtle up, but you also can't be too hasty if you're attempting to counter him. I still gotta give Plebeian some credit here. He's been able to trade with Oak a lot, at least making some of these flags disputed, but yeah, Oak maintains that lead and has scored another flag. It's another double. It's definitely a more disputed fight than it may appear from the score. But trading with Laszlo, even with Zera, that's a pretty scary prospect, I would say. Particularly Oak's Laszlo. He knows exactly what move he needs to do to finish it off. That was a perfect A sidestep, though. Single tempo from Plebeian. Plebeian's not out of it yet. Oak threatening long guard there. And again, you can see what he's trying to get Plebeian to do here. Plebeian is kind of... He's doing some back Ys and stuff, trying to keep himself safe with preemptive attacks. And there, the sidestep A again tags Oak, as I think Oak was doing a retreat cut. Now it's not looking so... Oh, I was gonna say it's not looking so bad, but the stab is not able to secure a kill.
GG. That was a very good fight. I know it was a very slow fight, but when it's a slow pace, with the swords, it's a very high pace in the head and what
Yeah.
you're thinking.
Yeah, and he scored 5 points. That's still pretty good, I would say, considering what it looked like earlier.
Yeah, I was
It's good.
I had to think like, okay, he's not walking into the long guard X. So I thought of that sidestep and it worked out, but his consistency won him the fight. Very nicely done.
Okay, Teflon Don will make his debut now against Oak.
I'm checking the chat now. I'm seeing all of what Turk has said.
Yeah.
He wants to go to bed, put him to sleep. Well, I did my best, but you know how it goes.
All right, Teflon Don is here. Oak, you're on the left. Teflon, you're on the right.
Thanks, Kim or Turk. I'm glad you thought it was a great fight. You shall avenge me. We'll see. I
Well,
hope so.
here's the Laszlo mirror.
Nice. All right. Now these two actually fought for a USFC title at one point back when Teflon was an active member of the community, and it was very close.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes.
The red boots too. I like to see it.
Yeah. it's nice to see the not how do I put this? Not much sought after skins that
Yeah.
most people don't.
Yeah, something that's not pedestrian,
Yeah,
if you will.
double. Oak with the first point, but a contested flag after.
Yeah, stabs.
Stab it.
Whoa, nice sidestep. That's a move straight out of Oak's toolkit
Yeah,
there.
brilliant. Went in the matrix for a moment to pull that one off.
Yeah,
Very nice.
again going for it, and it's aimed right at the hand. That's the other scary thing about that move in the Laszlo mirror.
I think the only thing scarier than one good Laszlo is two good Laszlos.
Yeah,
And we see them fighting right now.
the Vineyard there. Close. Oak almost had him. Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe some janky physics. I didn't see what went on there too well. But attack him out on top, and
Nice.
the liver shot is that? Got him?
There's a hit to the thigh, actually,
Yeah.
in this case. Yeah. It often is aimed there, though, you're right. Stab.
Oh, stab, but doesn't
Oh.
kill, and Teflon saves it with a double. Oak with the lead of 4-1. Nice sidestep from Teflon. That's the second time that he's pulled it off as Oak's coming in. Liver shot is deflected twice,
Oh, double.
and they trade.
Crazy one, too. His hand went flying,
Yeah.
but just got it regardless.
Oh, catches him. Some exchange here.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Just moving back and forth. That's really peak Saber in Hellish Quart when that happens.
Yeah. Especially, oh, and Oak
Nice.
takes it with another liver shot that meets the hand.
Yeah, 7-2 actually. But Teflon put up a nice fight.
It was one of those ones where every flag is contested, even though the flag difference is big. Also, of all of the like Laszlo liver shots that were thrown, I think only one of them actually hit the liver instead of something else.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I think Turk needs keyboard. And Oak, you're still on the left, actually. And then the last one will be Oak versus Daddy K. So these fights are very important for everybody, not just Oak. This could very well determine how the rest of the tourney will go.
I wonder if we'll see a Connor mirror between K and Oak, because Oak also has a very good Connor. All right, it's the one of the few Marie mains actually left in the server. He's now returning and gets a stab on Oak
Nice.
quickly.
Yeah, Oak has been known as a... I didn't want to say it before they started fighting, but Oak has been known as the rapier killer. So Turk really has his work cut out for him. You wouldn't think so of Laszlo, but Oak just has something figured out for every matchup.
Right.
It's arguably more so that Marie's not very good though, unless Laszlo being a hard counter, but I'm not sure. Maybe with the right
Oh,
moves, Laszlo just is a counter. Still, that was great from Turk. He's very creative, Marie, just like Info.
yeah, that leg sweep, if you're not prepared for it, will catch you off guard every time.
Yeah, perfect stab. This could be a bit of
Third
an
flag.
upset.
All right. Turk making an impressive comeback and
Yeah,
seemingly return to form so quickly.
yeah.
Very, very nice to see.
I like what he's doing too. He's trying to feint the stabs, like just throwing the tightest stabs that he can and
There it
not
is.
overextending. But he still gets the win.
Just gets this snap cut off.
Yeah,
He was probably spamming that the whole time too.
yeah, I think you
I would
have to.
assume.
Yeah, oh, too close, I think, for the kill. Yeah,
Right, and then it's a double.
yeah, that's why you gotta be so careful cutting with the rapier. Pascal actually made a video just recently showcasing the difference. Like, you use a narrow rapier and you try and cut through clothing. It's so much more difficult than a normal sword or a saber or something.
Uh, like clothing that's more resistant than like basic cloth, I assume.
Even basic cloth, sometimes, with a really
Oh wow,
narrow rapier that's not designed for cutting.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
I guess it makes sense, but there it is again. He's
yeah.
so Oak is holding long guard, and then he's waiting for that sound that you've blocked the stab, and then he just
Hmm.
throws that chop immediately after, like, causing a problem because well, Marie's moveset is tough, but Turk finds a way around it. I think that was a non-long guard stab that he used, so
Yeah,
it was a lot less telegraphed.
yeah, what he's doing is he's trying to avoid getting blade beaten at all costs. That's why he's throwing those stabs. And they're very tight moves. You actually have to be kind of careful.
Yeah, the score is actually even here. It's a very, very close fight. Oak just
Oh.
walks forward, takes the risk, and walks up to cut, and it works out.
Good exchange. But Oak is looking to win
Okay.
another one. Oh, but
Oh, we got caught.
so
There it
much
is.
pressure on Oak now.
Yeah.
Stab. A bit less on
We're
Turk,
down to-
because if Turk loses here, he can at least say, well, I got 6 points. That's pretty good. Oh,
Oh, Sat gets through and cut.
close though, close. But Oak has got the
Very
win.
good fight. Very good fight. And very surprising and impressive performance from Turk from being out of the game for so long. Turk, did you practice before you came back, or was this just a spur of the moment? Let me come in and shake things up with Marie real quick. Fair enough, Turk. Well, I spent most of today telling people about how bad Marie was, so I appreciate that you came in here and made everyone think that I'm a liar. So good on you for that.
Alright, Daddy K's here. And actually, Oak, you are still on the left because we skipped a round. So you're back on the left. That's because Oak fought me earlier. So this is Oak's final fight. Connor could be tough, although I've seen Oak win this one before. He knows what to do.
Right. I'm expecting, from what I've seen, I know the liver shot's one thing, and then there's some others that he can go for.
Yeah. Cool thing is, when Oak is done, everybody will know sort of what score they need to surpass to have any chance of winning. Well, I mean, Oak did lose one, so you never know. But he's still, I would say, in a really, really good spot.
Yeah. So far, Oak at 3 points. K goes in with a stab, but it misses, and Oak hits him with that overhand.
Good blade beat.
It's the blade beat and lunges in. Can you backdash out of that blade beat? Do you know?
I think if you're very fast, you can.
Oh, I thought K took that, but
No.
I guess the upcut from Oak was a lot deeper.
Yeah. Connor's cut damage is not always very reliable. It's more about his shield that makes his attacks formidable.
We barely had time to commentate that one.
Yeah.
What was that, like 35 seconds?
Yeah. So Oak, with a really good score, gonna be pretty tough for anybody to catch up with him still. If not impossible for some people at this point. He's done very well.
Yeah. This seems to be a recurring story for every tournament this week.
Hey, Teflon, you're fighting me now. This is why you don't choose shield. Yeah, he's got everyone else beaten, so he's doing great. First place, I would say, is in sight still. Unless somebody just does really well. Somebody besides me, because it's actually not possible for me to beat his score at this point. He did really good. Okay, Teflon, you're on the left, I'm on the right. I can still get top spot, of course, but it's all dependent on how this goes. I think all the other spots are easily achievable for everybody, though. We've seen a lot of lopsided matches, so
Chop from Sudakai hits Laszlo's shoulder but doesn't get the kill. Upside, and then he goes for the follow-up, but Teflon saved it with the overhead. Attempt from Teflon. Manages to block the combo. A nice sidestep from Teflon gets the point. We're trying to catch each other coming in. Some block. He's walking forward to push or grab, but Teflon realizes it fast enough, grabs a second flag. Nice upcut from Suvatai. Keeps him in the fight. Trying to harass the blade with the little snap cut of Suvatai. He's getting closer. Teflon's in the corner. Barely dodges that leg cut, but he's slowed down. and then Laszlo's forced to exchange more here because he's got less movement now. Oh, he's out of stamina, and that's it for him. Push attempt out of range gets punished but not killed. Stab attempt gets deflected. Subu almost takes it. Leg void. Nice chop from Subutai. And the very wide swing manages to both get the arm away from Laszlo's cut and then come down and hit the shoulder. It seemed like that was a nice move. It's currently 4-2 with Subutai in the lead. Teflon trying to do some side cuts to get around Barra's guard, perhaps. But so far, nothing to it. Or nothing doing, I meant to say. Little belly lunge is Laszlo's zone there. They trade. Both grazing. Barra's wounded. They're both wounded now. This is a tense, long flag. But the belly lunge catches Teflon on the end of that. That forward combo from Barra catches Laszlo.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice grab from Teflon. Getting him one more point. Subu trying to close the gap with that upset. Goes for that combo, almost gets clipped in the face for it, but luckily for him survives. With a good attempt from Teflon. Both very measured. All these cuts are, most of these attacks are at the very edge of their range. Upcut from Subu gets blocked and a quick stab as a riposte from Teflon. Now 4-6. Lots of cuts from Subu to close distance. Teflon walks out of the way, stays safe. I don't know what that animation was from Laszlo there. Maybe a fake, maybe another bugged move from the update, who knows? It's a very good fight right here. Long exchanges and great ranges. And Teflon, again, with the sidestep that he uses so often, catches Subu coming in. Subu almost takes it there with the snap cut. Doesn't. They're getting close. Oh. misses the stab, but manages to block everything, and he's chilling. This might take something risky from either player to put an end to this flag. He's gonna mess up first. Ooh, close. Close there, but both blocked. The snap cut gets through. Maybe Teflon had just started an attack. I'm not sure that would bypass auto guard. Another stab attempt. Almost pays for it again, but manages to. Teflon's very good at surviving after if that stab happens to miss. Just rushes in for a grab or something, but Subotai defends it. It got to be a very stressful flag, I imagine, when they go on for this long. So far, a good comeback attempt by Teflon. I don't want to jinx it, but Subotai has gone from a big lead to a one flag difference, so that's a really good effort. Well, they get close again, but for the most part, they're trying to bait each other into getting close and making a mistake. Maybe someone will run out of stamina. That would be unfortunate. I'd wager it would be Laszlo first because he looks more wounded, but Laszlo always looks more wounded, so. Teflon's getting low on stamina here.
Oh my
And
god.
there's the snapshot from Subotai. Takes it. 7-5, I think it was.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah.
Made my life so tough. GG. Yeah, that has to be a record. That was
For a
insane.
length of a flag.
Yeah, we gotta check that. That's like how long that was. That one
Yeah.
flag.
And it's not due to inactivity. It was just you both were just properly defending and responding to everything that happened for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was just at first I was commanding the pace of the fight better. That's why I got that lead. But then Teflon at some point started locking in, and then I couldn't do that anymore. I I just had to stay locked in and win the long game.
Yeah. That was a great flag to end that fight on.
Yeah. Yeah, Teflon is still in very good form. If there is any doubt about that, I mean, you can't fight a flag like that so actively and not be good. Like you'd
Oh, for
crack
sure.
at some point if you were bad.
Yeah. I think composure is a lot of what makes the more skilled players too. Composure and patience and not letting pressure get to you.
Yeah.
The chat went a little crazy for that one with one of
Yeah.
the what was his name on Discord? T down? Yeah. T down says this is the greatest point I've ever witnessed in Hellish Quart. Oh my god. And then Turk
I
says I
believe it.
know, right?
Yeah.
We're going it deserves the praise. It was a good fight.
Yeah. I think that goes to the Hall of Fame.
I agree.
Okay, Daddy K, you're on the left. Turk, you're on the right. Hopefully you've got keyboard. Uh, Turk, that is. Lose, of course. Oh, here we go. Daddy K. I think I might not have accepted him. You're in now. Yeah, I think you've still got the mindset. That clip will show people get in the game. Yeah, Kubel needs to post that on his YouTube. People would love that.
Right. Honestly, there's so many clips in these competitive events that he could post on his channel that would be very cool.
Yeah. Man, I hate shield. Yeah, yeah. Marie is not particularly well suited to handle shields for
But K's out
anybody.
of stamina. There's the leg cut.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not a tower shield or whatever they're called, so it's still vulnerable.
Yeah, tower shield's fine. You can call them Pavises as well.
Ah, okay. That's a nice cut on Marie coming in. But Turk, as always, responds with this leg cut. It is funny to see it work when it does. Kay rushes in, gets leg cut again. Kay likes that low guard of Connor. He hangs out in it a lot. Maybe likes the move that from 30 minutes probably, but opens himself up for another stab from Turk. Kay is kind of running a gauntlet here of experienced players, but it is very good experience nonetheless.
Definitely. Good low stab, although takes a stab as well. Connor's
Whoa.
HP. Oh, nice. Connor's HP is actually pretty low, so it's not necessarily that bad to trade with him. It's just his shield will often catch you if you're in that mindset.
He managed to hit Turk with that. Oh, almost gets it again. I think that would have countered the late cut too, but unfortunately it was just out of range.
Yeah. This isn't just the Marie thing, like, if you want to fight Connor, this is one of the best ways to do it. Just go for the legs.
Yeah, that's a weakness on a lot of shields. Well, I say a lot of shields like there's not only two, but
Yeah.
Kay's being more aggressive now. He's trying to find a way to catch Turk. Kay, I'll let you know the counter to it after the fight. I don't want to affect the fight as it's going on though.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll begin.
This is a very dominant performance from Turk so far. He's coming back into the community saying y'all must have forgot, like Roy Jones Jr. Very quick cut from Turk again.
Yeah, I know we've been crapping on Marie a lot over in Discord, but you gotta keep in mind that Turk has been working so hard to perfect her, so he knows every little intricacy, every little move that she can use, so for a new player, Turk is very tough regardless of character.
As easy as, well, as quote unquote easy as Marie is to face as like experienced players, it's easy to forget that when you're new to the game, the whole aspect of playing the game differently to fight her into is still new to you.
Yeah.
Because they are different from every other character. But that is a 7-1 dominant performance from Turk. It was a good effort from Kay. He did try a lot of different things to catch up to that leg cut, but just couldn't find the right one, unfortunately for him. And Kay, for your future knowledge, the way that you counter that leg sweep, or at least the way that I do, is to throw really any form of upcut as soon as you think that they're going to throw it. So you like predict where they're going to throw it, and then you throw that upcut and it catches her and kills her. So for future reference, that is how you do that.
Okay, plebeian, you're gonna be fighting twice actually. So you're fighting T-Towns first.
Okay. We've been looking forward to this one.
Yeah, and then Teflon right after, who is a bit of a dark horse.
Yeah. All right. These are going to be two very tough fights, so I'm going to go ahead and mute myself.
Okay. And that will actually be the end of round one because we had to scramble the brackets. But we have done more fights than it might seem, so we're doing actually pretty good for time, all things considered. Okay, T down, you're on the left. Plebeian, you're on the right. Alright, I'm just gonna go grab something to drink. I'll just make sure you guys can fight. Going for Alex, possibly? Jan. Okay, yeah, that's a good pick. Alright, good luck, guys. I'm back. apologies for the lack of commentary. Decided to grab a Diet Coke with some lime. Just glad I didn't miss the whole fight. I was watching on my phone. T-Downs has been doing pretty well, but Plebeian has now expanded his lead and is now picking him apart as he's adapted. And there's the stab. That's a tough one to deal with if you're not familiar with it. And Plebeian's good at placing it. Okay, 7-3. But Plebeian's not done yet. He's got to fight Teflon, and after what we just saw when he fought me, definitely got to take him seriously.
Yeah, it's been a good while. We used to fight a whole lot, so this is pretty exciting. And that was also a very good, stressful fight with T-Downs. Even though I know the flag difference was pretty big, it's very hard to get a flag on him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Plebeian on the left, Teflon on the right. Almost put your name in all caps there.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the chat. What side was I on?
You're on the left.
All right.
Played Pep a lot. His main opponent, that's his greatest move. Yeah, he's very good at setting those up, those stabs. Been using it in Blade and Sorcery too, from what he's shown.
I'll speak on that after the fight.
Yeah. Yeah, focus on this fight. This guy is no pushover, as you well know. But yeah, we were talking about Blade and Sorcery a little bit yesterday, actually. I have some gameplay from 2 years ago that I posted too. I was playing more like Gideon though. I wasn't playing a whole bar, because I was trying to emulate the Toll War fighting style, and I was like, Gideon's probably the closest, so did pretty well with that. The only reason I've stopped doing VR, I've told Plebeian this, is because I'm very afraid of punching my new monitor, which is also bigger than my previous monitor, so it's easier to hit. And my room is like barely big enough for VR, it's fine. It's just there is a non-zero chance that if I stumble forward too much, I will hit stuff that I really do not want to hit. And I've also punched the wall a few too many times, to be honest. But thankfully those controllers are actually pretty robust. So... and they protect your knuckles just enough that you won't break your hand. But still hurts. What I need to get is I need to get one of those wireless headsets. I still have the wired one. Then I could like go to my garage or something and play it there, as long as I make sure the floor is clear. The Omni Movement trackpad costs like 500 euro. Yeah, I imagine it's pretty expensive. That's pretty cool though. Jab to the face. Teflon doing very well. Like I said, he's a threat to anybody in this tournament. We saw it against Oak, too. Good hit from Plebeian, but no kill. Teflon is so good at playing the long game. He really plays like a pro Hellish Quart player. Looked into it, but don't think it's worth getting with the current progression there's in VR. Yeah, it's kind of stagnated, hasn't it? And that's not to take away from the fun you can have in VR right now. It's just... like, there's a couple good games in VR that are very good, but most of them are not so good, so... good sidestep. Teflon needs one more. I've told this story before, but there was this game called Swords of Gura, and it was kind of interesting how they did their combat system. When the blades clashed, the blades would disappear for just a moment, and it was to prevent spamming. So they had their own solution to that potential problem of online play, and it was pretty fun, although flawed. It's pretty dead now, but you could even use like shields and spears in that one. And I remember I led a phalanx formation in that game once, and it worked very well.
GG Teflon.
Yeah, I don't know if I've told you about that, Plebeian, but I literally led a phalanx formation in VR. It was so funny.
Oh, I had everything muted, but the game for that. If you were telling me something.
Yeah, there's Swords of Gura.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you could use shields and spears in that game. It was kind of interesting. But I remember we did this group fight, and I told my team to form a phalanx formation with shields and spears, and we won because of that. It was crazy. It's a very dead game now, unfortunately, but it was fun while it lasted. And it's mostly because the devs seem to have just abandoned it.
Right. So, after fighting Teflon, I can obviously say that he's just as good as ever. It's a very, very different style from fighting Oak.
VR Hellish Court tournament. That would be cool. Alright, British Turk versus Platypi. They're both here already. Make sure you have keyboard. Turk, you're on the left, Platypi on the right. Yeah, what we need is... we need Zuckerberg to stop wasting money on this metaverse thing. If you want VR to progress meaningfully. Platypi, you're on the right. Hang on. I think he's reconnecting, or I didn't accept him. That's also a possibility. There we are. Joseph Gideon showing his versatility again. Might be a calculated choice based on the matchup as well. Zuckerberg.
I'm going to be right back in a
All
few
right.
minutes, if that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
Alright.
Turk doing very well so far. There's a blade beat into a cut. Also, it probably is a good thing Oak did all these fights, especially after that. No offense, Teflon, our very long flag. I could just imagine if Oak was waiting and he saw that. It'd be so miserable. I mean, he'd enjoy it, but you know, the guy's looking to sweep there, and he's from Russia. No, that was great though. That flag. I couldn't believe how long it lasted, but blade beats there from Platypi. Not normally 10-minute flags. Yeah, it felt like it. Yeah. I'm really curious how long it actually was. I would not be surprised if it was actually 10 minutes. But it was probably a bit less, but still. Yeah, it was. It was action-packed. Double lunge, and the chop misses too. Some craziness there from both of them. The stab misses. Very good try from Platypi just out of range. Certainly felt like it. Yeah, yeah. It always feels longer than it actually is. So I suspect it was probably more like, I don't know, 5-minute flag. That's still a long flag though. But we'll see what it actually was. I'll be sure to grab that clip and I'll put our fight in the Hall of Fame. Because I think it was the best we've had so far tonight. The chop beats the double lunge as Turk was in the middle of getting a hit, which ended up being a graze. So actually Platypi wins that. Also Gideon has a lot of HP, so you combine that with Marie's issues, and sometimes these hits will not stop Gideon from getting that kill shot. I like how Turk plays Marie though, very minimalist style. With these tight stabs, not trying to overextend, not trying to give the opponent an opportunity to blade beat. And it works pretty well. Platypi really wants it though, that blade beat. Perfect sidestep there. It's actually shaping up to be a close fight. We're seeing a lot of close fights now. Feels like everybody started with a bang at some point, and now the fights are more even. Goes low, good try, but the long guard is able to save Platypi. Getting forced into a corner, out of range, but keeps going. That's what Platypi needed just to keep up the offensive. Once the point is offline, that is Gideon's chance to close in. Long guard, blade beat. Actually, Platypi takes it, but 7-6. If you're gonna lose, you might as well get 6 points. That's still a good performance. Alright, Daddy K, you're fighting me now. Yeah, that was a good comeback. And these rounds going forward will be actually a bit shorter than normal because we had Oak do all the fights, so... Actually, round 2 is almost done, then we'll be straight into round 3 with only 3 fights in that round to go. And the rounds afterward. Okay, I'll be on the left, Daddy K will be on the right. I certainly won't pull any punches here. I know that everybody here is a threat, so... Wish you all the best, hope you have fun. Actually, especially Connor, you gotta take Connor very seriously. He's a really good character. Ooh, that was a good try, actually.
I'm back. So far looking to be a very dominant performance from Kubitai here. He hits the leg sweep. Got one more flag to go. Oh, and that's it. 7-0.
Yeah,
I
GG.
did manage. I did manage to catch the most of the last fight between Turk and Platty on my phone, and that was a very impressive comeback from Platty there.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Yeah, GG, Daddy.
GG, Daddy.
Something to keep in mind with Connor is it's very easy to blade beat him. So if you're long guarding, I see that as an invitation just to blade beat him. And when that happens, his head goes forward, and it's very hard for him to recover. So try not to long guard too much. I would stick to neutral for the most part, unless you're intending to throw a specific attack. Yeah, I liked what you were doing. You were going to the high guard thrust. That was a very good try that one time. It's very hard to adjust if your opponent is, yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
be
but
right back again, but
yep,
just for a second.
no worries. Yeah, but I think your timing with the first one that you tried was very good. I I had to quickly back Y or I was gonna get hit there. And it caught me off guard, so that was a good try. It's just Connor is really hates getting blade beat, so
Yeah, it's definitely something that Connor players learn to watch out for very quickly.
yeah. Yeah, GG's. T down, sorry, you gotta fight against Turk now. Give him a bit of time. We can come back though if he's not available right this minute.
Oh, T Downs versus Kurt. This is interesting. It's going to be, I imagine, well, actually, I know it's going to be Jan versus Marie, which is a very difficult fight for Marie. But T Downs is still still adjusting to fighting rapiers, though.
Alright. I don't think T Downs is present at the moment, so I'll let Platypi and we'll just quickly do our fight.
That's fair.
Yeah, just for efficiency, and we'll come back later.
Maybe he just got up to do something like right before
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, also, we spent a bit more time than I anticipated because of the new joiners, so that's the other reason I want to be efficient if we can.
Yeah.
I did anticipate that we would go into about 10 my time, so I did expect to go late, so it's not a big deal if we do. But
It's always good to plan for it to take longer than you think anyway.
yeah,
All right. Subutai Barrow versus Platypus Martin. Immediately goes into that famous sidestep of Barrows to get around the stab. And they double. Blade beat from Platty, but Subu just launches forward with those cuts, and Platty wasn't ready for it. Gets cleaved. Chop attempt gets stopped by the blade. Marta manages to escape there with her life, but runs into a chop, unfortunately. It's 3-0 for Subu. Tries to sidestep, but Platty with a really well-placed sidestep against there. Tries to back Y, but gets chopped. This one's going very fast. Subutai wasn't kidding when he said he wanted to be efficient with time. Another chop. Platty's got to figure something out quick. That push down attempt. Chop. Gets blade beat. I'm not sure what did that. The cuts get through. That's risky for Marta, but Platty's experience helps him to escape, but Subu just relentless with that chop. It's really proving to be a problem for Marta here. Nice sidestep cut from Platty, but fails to hit the follow-up, and Subutai's in range again and wins it 7-1. Wow.
GG. Yeah, I've had problems with this Martha before, so I didn't want to mess around.
I was gonna I was about to ask, what would you say was key to shutting down Marta's game plan like that
Uh,
from your perspective?
I think just timing the chop perfectly, such that, and doing it from the right distance too, such that even if he back wise, as we saw there, um, Marta's arm is still in danger, and so it can out trade it.
Right. Yeah, that chop seemed very problematic for Marta. I wonder if uh I wonder if Platty could maybe find some counter to that with Marta after some labbing, perhaps,
Mm-hmm.
because it seemed very challenging to deal with.
Teflon's bad against Connor. Well, you gotta fight at some point. I get it though. Connor's tough. That's totally
Yeah,
understandable.
characters like Connor and Marina make me glad that I main a character with the range to attack them from safe distances when I see how some of the saber and shorter range characters have to try to go about it.
Oh, I think T Downs is present. Well, we'll do this fight first, since Teflon and Daddy K are here, and we'll
Yeah,
go
not,
back.
not all of us are so lucky, says Teflon. That's true. And Turk is pinging, saying that T Downs is ready for his fight. So I guess we can get to that after this one.
Yep. And that'll complete the round, so that still works out well. Okay, let's see what Teflon can do. I don't want to... Oh, I think... Alright, let's just stick with these sides. Either I got something wrong or they did, but it's not a big deal. Just know that Teflon is Laszlo.
Right, so far, Teflon with a very quick point. I was reading this, so I missed it, unfortunately. But he gets hit by a grazing cut there and responds with a lunging, like, thigh cut. It worked out for him. Avoids the stab from Connor. That was nice from K. He didn't he didn't hold that low guard, making the attack obvious. He instead tapped it quickly to bring out that attack. But
Mm-hmm.
Teflon, staying patient and measured, managed to avoid it still.
Good exchange. Yeah, Teflon was worried, but so far he's doing very well. Snap cut.
Yeah, that was well timed. As soon as Connor opens up for the stab, I guess he's open for them. Or oh for Teflon.
Yeah. Despite his hiatus, I think the experience is showing.
Yeah, for sure.
In fact, you could fool me into thinking that was Oak playing that last low. Almost. I think Oak's a little more active with his in and out, so I think there's still a difference of their styles. But if you told me that was Oak playing, I'd still believe you. That's how good he's doing.
In my experience, definitely in some instances he looks like Oak,
Yeah.
but Oak more wants to catch you with an attack that you're not ready for, whereas
Mhm.
Teflon is more focused on avoiding an attack that you throw and getting some dodge.
Yeah.
Nice push from Teflon there. That's another. But K actually he managed to score a point, which is nice. But
Grab.
again,
That's impressive there. He landed a grab on me, too.
oh, another Connor tip for you, K. Connor can backdash out of pushes. So if you see that you're pushed, just spam that back button as quick as you can.
Yeah. A lot of characters can do that, but Connor's among the best, if not the best, at doing it.
Right.
If you time it right. That's the key, though. Okay, T downs, you're up against Turk. Yeah, if you guys have to get up and do something, by the way, it's not that big of a deal. We can literally just skip your fight and come back. Just like we're doing now. We'll be on the round 4 after this one. And at this point, the tournament should go way faster because now we know like who's coming next, and we don't have new joiners coming in or anything like that. So we're closer to the end than it might seem. Trying to be efficient. Yeah, I appreciate it. Is T down ready though?
Where are we
Beautiful.
at in the challenge rounds? I'm trying to figure it out, but when we do everyone's fights, it makes it not that that's a problem. It makes
Yeah.
it harder to read.
Yeah, I get it. So we're on round 3, doing T down against Turk. Then we'll move on to
Oh,
round 4 and just go down from there.
all right.
Yeah, I get it. It's a little jumbled right now because Oak did all of his fights.
I remember when I first started joining these competitions and I wasn't used to challenge, I didn't even know about the bracket page. So I
Hmm.
just had no idea when I was fighting. I would just listen to the stream and wait for my name.
Yeah, it's... All right, T down, you're on the left. Turk, you're on the right. Okay, is there a
Dark
problem?
says skip us again.
Skip
Um,
us again. Oh, okay, maybe he needs to do something.
hmm. All right.
All right, sorry, T downs. Let's do Daddy K against Platypi then. That was before.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, you guys can rejoin.
uh,
Never mind. Sorry, Platypi. I just confused a bunch of people. All right, Platypi, you'll be up after this one.
yeah, that's why I wish that Discord had a timestamp for every message instead of just for the first one within the 10 minutes of the rest.
Yeah.
Uh, if that were the case, we'd have seen that was 3 minutes ago that he said that.
Yeah, like even iMessages does that in some other apps. It's annoying.
It really is, yeah.
Although if iMessages, you can swipe left and see, but you still have to manually do it.
I forgot how to do that, so thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so we've got Turk and T down. Yep, versus Marie, as expected. Let's see how this goes. I'm looking I'm looking more and more wrong for calling Marie a bad character the more that Turk plays. But rest assured, the time and dedication that Turk has put into making this character work is uh, commendable, honestly. T
Nice.
down gets the arm. Very nice little distance trap there. He does that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In sparring with him, he'll wait on the edge and then leap back and then leap in with a cut like that. Wow. Nice leg
Nice.
cut and then stab to the chest.
Yeah, Turk thought he could oppose the next attack with a thrust of his own, but Marie just not able to get the kill. Like that he's using the meta moves there, the corkscrew, the chop. Chop's very good here.
That's true.
Jan is the best rapier, what can I say? Although he is using some cuts too, I like to see that.
That was a very nice exchange.
Mm-hmm.
T-Down's very quick on those counter cut attempts, so it's probably a big issue for Marie to watch out for. Wow. Leaps in with the cut again. Pseudo double lunge attempt from Turk. There's the real double lunge. Only gets a grade.
Nice.
There it is. Turk manages to get the kill with one more stab. There's the double lunge again. T-Down's lunges into it, but that double lunge seems to do almost no damage this fight. But clutches it, gets the stab. It's now 2-4. Turk's adjusting to T-Down's strategy here, it seems. Whoa, walks himself onto the point there. That's another point for Turk. Nice.
Nice. Alright, needing 2 more now. Nice low stab attempt.
Very active here from T-Down.
Yeah.
Really making it hard for Marie to get her points in there.
Yeah, the combinations he's been throwing for a new player are very impressive.
Yeah.
Even doing
Can
some
make it
stuff I
very
don't see pros do.
for sure. Yeah, it can be very, very difficult for Marie to get into range when you've got someone just wailing in that space you need to get into.
Yeah. And it is true that Turk has a reach advantage, but that is a big saber. It's not as much of a reach advantage as with other sabers.
He downs, sensed that he was in danger, and in response just walks forward throwing cuts, as one should when they're in danger. Don't quote me on that. Um, but yeah, wow. Good fight. That's 7-3 for T down.
Yeah. Okay, Daddy K against Platypi. Also, I didn't switch his name. That was T down. He's not Daddy K, guys. But now it's Daddy K against Platypi. Okay, got pinged.
Yeah, Platty says, mind if I do my match against Teflon after this? Early
Yeah,
day tomorrow.
that's fine. I don't mind.
Oh, I'm too scared, says Teflon.
Yeah, it's like 9:12 here, so I understand. If I had an early day, I wouldn't want to be up any later than 10, so.
I mean, to be fair to Teflon, I imagine it is a little stressful to know that you're gonna fight a very good Marta as a Laszlo main. That's not a comforting thought.
Alright, Daddy K, you're on the left, Platypi, you're on the right. Hopefully they're not having a problem. Here, let's try backing out. Also, I'll double check if Daddy K is actually in here. Yeah, looks like he's not. Parsec's been weird with notifications. Oh, link. Yeah, you guys can click the previous one, but yeah, I should have still pinged you. My bad. There you go. Bit easier if I keep posting it.
Yeah, I agree with that. You don't normally think to scroll up for it because
Yeah.
not how most of the time.
Yeah, and sometimes the links die too, so it's just good practice. They
Yeah,
used to die like every 5 minutes, believe it or not, or something stupid early in the day.
I think it was like that for a bit when I started using it too.
Yeah.
That's why I still always send new links out of habit.
Yeah.
Oh, Kay doesn't know how to join a parsec. So Kay, he's got parsec set up. He's played on it. You just copy that link, and then you paste it into the bottom right of your parsec window. Oh, okay. So all good then. No worries, Kay. No stupid questions when you're new to something.
It's an Isabella mirror. Daddy K is the first flag actually against Platt, who's an expert with Isabella.
Yeah, that's nice job. Who's left and right?
Daddy K is on the left, Platypi's on the right.
Okay. Nice high guard cut from Platty.
Yeah.
But I wonder if Kay's doing better because maybe Isabella is Nice snap cut. Maybe Isabella's more intuitive than
Hmm.
Connor is.
Yeah, I would think so. I feel like many of Connor's best moves are complex inputs. They're not just inputs you can throw sort of,
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say randomly, but intuitively.
But so far Platy just landing those counters at the right time, with exception there. K lands a very nice stab while retreating. That was smart.
Yeah, I think Platypi wanted the high guard cut, but it's so easy to do his work Hal by mistake. That's why Tao presses X when he throws it, so there's no chance of that happening.
They're both throwing out a push off of the block for Platy to mix things up a bit. That's a really nice sidestep to counter the stab. Would manages to get a double with that, this guy. Goes for the stab again. To follow up, another stab. Platy staying safe, just defending. Looking for an opening. Goes into post-heated Donna.
Nice, perfect sidestep.
Nice
Experience took control at the end there.
Yeah, but improved gameplay from K.
Yeah.
Since the start of the event.
All right, Platypi obviously don't go away. I'll have you fight Teflon now, and you can go to bed.
Did you see that Picola's found a way to land that Wrathguard in this game?
Yeah.
Like consistently, which is unheard of.
Yeah, I have seen that. It's amazing.
He when asked about it, he said that he just at his fencing club, he just had a friend try to figure out a way to hit him with that in real life, and then it translated to the game when he started
Nice.
trying the same strategy.
Yeah, that's so cool. When the mental muscles of real fencing can play a role in a game like this.
That's the beauty of this game.
Yeah.
It tends to some real life stuff, unless we're talking about rapiers, transfers over really well.
Yeah, a rapierist from Hema would vomit seeing the state of rapiers right now, even with Marta. Marta might be strong, but she's really strange if you were to compare her to a real life rapierist.
I think it's just because it is a game,
Yeah.
you can't really replicate all of the like minute movements in comparison to other swords.
Yeah.
That are found in rapier, which is a shame, honestly, because it is a cool fencing style.
Yeah, and Kubel doesn't want them to be OP. I mean, with how Marie was nerfed, that's clearly the biggest concern I think that he has.
Alright, so Platy is sparing Teflon from his Marte and looking to win with Isabella instead.
Yeah.
Gets a brazen cut.
Yeah, it's quite a wound Laszlo has to the head. Good exchange. This might be another Hall of Fame one.
Could be. And Teflon actually gets away with the first point there.
Good exchange.
Platy slowly
Three
closing
hits.
distance with cuts and a beautiful 3-cut combo there. Evens the score.
Yeah. 8 cut to the head. It's one of my favorites for Isabella. Another exchange. Teflon trying to stay tight here. Platypi's claiming space.
Waiting for some opening there. Rushed in and grab, almost gets the upcut sweep, but the range was just a little too far.
clarify, is the one who defeated Oak, if I recall correctly. So yeah, very tough opponent here.
Truly, and the head cut to counter the stab.
Yeah.
This is very impressive from Platy so far. Teflon is, I mean, I just fought him. He's a very difficult opponent.
Yeah, I think Platy is using a lot of really good preemptive attacks, the single tempo Teflon. Oh, the Teflon is a nice hit there.
Yep. But yeah, Platy's like you're saying, he's actively threatening the range Laszlo has to close to get in. But Teflon making adjustments.
Yeah, he's calling him out more with those preemptive attacks. But yeah.
Oh, lunges into the direction of the cut. 5-3. Double.
Again to the arm. Teflon is back against the wall. There's a double.
Platy only needs one more point. This is one of the worst situations to be in Hellish Quart. Oh,
there it is.
And there's that.
All right, GG's guys. Thank you for competing, Platy. Great performances. Okay, you gotta fight Turk now, plebeian.
All right. It's been a while since this matchup too.
Yeah, glad to have you as well, Platy. Hope to see you in some more. I'll host these as much as I can.
I imagine Turk is looking for some revenge after that loss to T-Down, so I've definitely got to focus.
Yeah.
Basically forget that it's Marie in front of me and remember that it's Turk in front of me.
Yeah, and actually, each of these rounds, they either have 2 matches or 1 match left, so we're sooner to the finish than it might seem. Please find the part of the stream where the streaming long point went on. You were playing that was goated. Yeah, I'll definitely clip that whole fight because that was incredible. And I might even just make a clip of exactly that flag. Yeah, it was one of the best flags I've had this year, if not the best. It was that good. So don't worry. I might not do it tonight, but I'll definitely do it tomorrow, because I've got plenty of time. I've decided Friday I'm just going to take a break from university, because I have that luxury, thankfully, but on the weekend I'm going to have to get right back into work again. But I'll still be able to show up for USCC, that won't be an issue, but I'll just need to make sure I don't procrastinate that day and get at it. Wish you could have class at 9 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I would, as brutal as 9 a.m. can be, as far as class.
I knew he was looking for that leg cut, tried to find a way to avoid it. He still got me with it. Props to you, sir.
Yeah. Oh, did I not change the names? Alright, obviously that's not Teflon Platy. Alright, this is Turk on the left and Plebeian on the right. Yeah, but as far as 9 a.m. class, I would actually take that over what I have right now. It's, for me, it's 1 p.m. to 4:50 p.m., which is kind of brutal. And then there's the commute back home, so it's like another hour actually lately because of traffic. Sometimes 2 hours. That's how bad the traffic has been. Also, you gotta keep in mind, Edmonton is a mid-sized city, but our city covers a lot of landmass because we have a big river valley right in the middle. So, if there's a traffic jam, it's a pretty damn long one.
Well, I know the pain. I don't know the pain of playing Marie, but I get it, Jared. GG.
Okay, 7-1. Split mine up. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have that luxury because it's one long course. But yeah, splitting them up is sometimes nice.
Sure, like you're a very good Marie, but stop spamming the leg sweep when it stops working, because then you're just throwing flags away. You gotta try something else once it stops working.
As for where will I post it in Discord? Probably I'll probably post it in highlights, and I'll also post it in Hall of Fame, and I'll also post it to YouTube. So,
That's fair, Turk. Like again, I don't mean to judge too much because I know how late it is where you're
mhm.
at. It's just like I know that there's so much to your game with Marie.
All right, T Downs, you gotta fight me now. And after that, if you could stay and fight Daddy K, that'd be great. And then Plebeian fights me.
All right.
We're almost there, actually. It's literally those fights, and then we just have two more after that. So 5 total to go. If T Downs doesn't show up, we can actually just go right to our fight, Plebeian.
All right.
Oh, beautiful, he's here. Alright,
Nice.
I summoned him. Yeah, so again, T Downs, if you could stick around for another fight, that'd be great. And good luck. Let me just double check the sides. Yes, so I'm on the left. Yeah, if seeing his yawn, definitely not going to take it lightly.
All right. So T Down's heading up against another veteran player and is quickly introduced to the blade. And the sidestep of Barra. That's definitely something that'll take time to adjust to. I'm not sure if he's had a Barra throw sidesteps at him. There's a nice push there, but dashes back before punishing. Exchange, very janky exchange, but they separated him.
Oh,
A pause.
you good? Excellent.
Tries that big Goron cut. Suicide blocks it. And catches Barra rushing into the side there. Very nice. That lunge stab attempt. Thunder punch. Gets a grazing hit, but gets caught in the head by a cut. Subu times the attack of T downs and catches him with that overhead cut, making it 3-2. Nice exchange. Subu gets the quicker cut in. It's now 4-2. There's a grab attempt by Subutai, but T-Downs defends it. Gets a grazing cut and then a stab. Nicely done from T-Down. Now 3-4 for Subutai. Barely misses, does T-Down. Subutai punishes it. This fight is going very quickly. Tries that large, very long sidestep, but doesn't get around, and that happens. I wish I knew the names of more of these moves. I should call them better. Walks forward with combinations as if he were Hassan, and then takes the win. That's 7-3 for Subutai. Nice fight.
Yeah, GG. KT Downs, you are fighting Daddy K now. All right, T Downs on the left, Daddy K on the right. Really excited to see these two go at it.
Yeah, it's a fairer fight for both of them, I'd say, as opposed to getting put against all these longtime players.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Oh, we're running into a problem. All right, let's try that again. Beautiful.
T Downs goes Jan, of course. Is K gonna stick with Isabella? Nice. She did go better for him than Connor has. K starting with long guard immediately.
Nice.
Tries to go into high guard, but T Downs sees the opening, lunges forward with a cut.
You know, you're biased, don't think shields should be allowed. Yeah, I mean, you get used to fighting them as you go. But Connor is strong. Like, I don't blame you for feeling that way. But it's kind of like rapiers. There's a learning curve to learning to fight them.
K scores a point as soon as I looked away. That is the second time I've happened to look away when K scores a point. I apologize.
Snap cut there. Good job from K.
High cut and there's verse, but it ends up in a double.
Yeah, that was a little bit late there, but it did hit the head, so it made sense. Being stylish with Izzy there, but pays for it, I would say. Good patience.
Does pay for it. Was close though.
Yeah, it was a good try.
Currently 3-1. Low guard for K. Catches him with an upcut. Nice. That reverse cut, false edge cut. A million names for everything.
Little belly lunge there. Stab to the body, backs off. And a trick shot there. Maybe one of the Quarts through, actually. That's a very easy mistake to make. But wow, nice combo.
T-Downs is like really very composed and measured when exchanges go long. He gets very creative with the counters that he comes up with and stays alive until he hits something a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Both a bit more measured now, taking a moment before getting to it. Stab attempt from K lands. Maybe K is timing T-Down's advance. Managing to land some nice shots in there. Tries to
Nice.
false edge reverse cut again, but T-Down sees it coming and dodges around. Stab. T-Down nice.
Very good close fight, yeah.
I think if K implemented more feint into this like aggressive Izzy style, it would serve him very well.
Trick shot works.
Yeah.
Nice from T-Down. An upcut
The
finishes it.
Yeah, the 7-3 curse strikes again.
Okay. Plebeian versus me now. Plebeian takes the left.
Subutai, was that K's last fight?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. GG's K. It was nice to see you participate in the event and getting some good experience against all the competitive players. It was very brave to take some courage to do that. Hope to see you again. Hope you learn from this and improve. There's some very nice things that I saw in the way that you were trying to play that with a little more refinement and more knowledge of the game could serve you very well.
Definitely, yeah. Impressed with all the new players who showed up today, I would say.
Yeah, I think all of the new players in the last few weeks have really put on some nice performances.
For sure. You're on the left, by the way.
Right.
Okay, good luck.
Same to you. I'm having a lag spike.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Just unpause when you're ready to go. Cool.
GG.
GG.
Your bear is so tough.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So Turk is going to be fighting Teflon now. But Teflon, you're not done after that. You have one more fight against T-Downs, and then you're both done. And then I have to fight British Turk for the final. It's too quiet. Yeah, not much commentary when we're both fighting, unfortunately. That is how it goes. And we're actually doing just fine for time. It went a bit later than it might have gone if we had 6 people, but that's fine. I planned for, 10 o'clock end at my time, so we're doing good. Got a taste of what it's like for the EU host too, 'cause it's always like around this time when they're hosting, if not a bit later. Okay. All right, Laszlo versus Marie.
Turk gets a stab to get himself the first point. Turk being pretty active with the stabs to try and keep the Gary
Nice.
Laszlo at bay and then rushes in. Nice. Not nice again from Turk. I was gonna say I'm not sure how useful the upcut sweep is on Marine normally, uh, given the range difference, but I can see how it would be useful for when Turk is like rushing in. Something like that.
Nice. Able to hit the head there. That was close though. Turk nearly getting a preemptive stab to the body again.
Yeah.
Wonder if is Turk signed up for Venator's tournament. If so, if he does well there, that'll be pretty legendary.
Yeah.
Being up for this long. Well, I'm guessing he's
This
looking
is
to nap in between. Yeah.
this is a new strategy from Turk here, where he's being very. He's just encompassing like that space with stabs very often. It's working out for him. Blade beat from Laszlo and Teflon gets another point. It is, in fact, not over yet. That's another for Turk. There's a lunge stab attempt from Turk, but it's blocked this time.
Yeah. Teflon falling back on a more defensive style as he feels like he can't do anything else. But this might just give Turk more chances to finish him off. He is hanging in there for now, but ooh, stab to the arm. And that's it. Very good performance from Turk. I'd say Teflon still put up a fight, but those stabs can be pretty hard for Laszlo to cope with sometimes.
Yeah. I do not know how I'd go about fighting Maria's Laszlo. That's definitely a puzzle to solve.
Okay, Teflon, good, he's still here. You've got one more fight. That's against T-Downs.
Oh.
All right, T-Downs, last one. And going in for the last fight, the goal for me is pretty simple. I need to score 3 points to be sure I'll be in second place.
Oh, that's simple enough.
Yeah. Platypie's done very well. He's currently in second place, but that could change unless Turk just walks all over me, then he'll maintain that spot. And Turk, by the way, has a chance to tie me in points, assuming I score nothing and he gets a perfect score. So that could be interesting too. He could shoot right into fourth or third place. And Oak obviously beat me so badly earlier that catching him was not possible at that point. Oak just did great the whole tournament, so a win well deserved for him. Okay, Teflon on the left, T-Downs on the right.
Alright, T-Downs versus Teflon.
Good
T-Downs
exchange.
yep. T-Downs attempting to dictate the pace by engaging first and engaging often.
Wow,
So far,
nice.
Teflon's not try to counter, and he gets that leg sweep into a stab.
Yeah, that's a slow one, but it has a good chance of hitting the leg if you just let it play out. And your natural instinct to move back is not always the right call. Sometimes you actually want to close it down when that happens.
Right. I'm not sure if Laszlo can even block it, but I personally stand there to block it, wait until that, and then do like some quick head cut
Yeah,
to punish it.
yeah, and odds are you'd win the trade. Worst case scenario.
Right.
Trick
1-1.
shot.
Nice. Sidestep upcut from Teflon there.
Nice. Countering, I think it was a stab attempt. He went into long guard.
I think he timed him on that one.
Yeah. This is where Jan has to be a little careful. If Laszlo closes the distance, he can make up for his disadvantages.
Mhm.
Good blade beat. Not quite able to follow it up, though.
T-Down really keeping him at bay here with these stab attempts.
Mm-hmm.
Rushes in with cuts. Teflon stays safe.
Yeah. Both of them have clearly good saber fundamentals. Nice.
Again, Teflon lands it. That's got to be his best move, in my opinion. That sidestep upcut that he throws. Leg board.
Stab. Good false edge cut. Nice.
Again from Teflon. These are very nice exchanges, though.
Yeah. Teflon is ahead by a lot, but it's T-Down's just not making it easy.
For sure.
Good low stab.
Nice stab from T-Down.
T-Down's trying to force some exchange. Not able to get the hit, though. I like what he's doing, but Teflon is also playing very well.
T-Downs may have to. There's a good stab. Well
Yeah.
timed again. He may have to press forward more when he's rushing forward, looking for an exchange to account for Teflon backing up.
Yeah.
That might lead to him having more success if he has the distance right. But the score has gone
nice.
up to
Like you
even
were
now.
saying, yeah. Just that subtle change in distance has made all the difference. Oh,
For
but
sure,
this time
Teflon comes.
Teflon needs one more. It's high pressure for both of them, though. Long guard. Nice upcut attempt.
Oh, there's that leg sweep.
Yeah. This time he read it, though.
Oh, that was close.
A taunt. Nice try there. Yeah, neither fighter wants to give this flag up.
There's the stab again.
They're both tired,
I
though.
think T-Downs is adjusting to Teflon's sidestep attempts and just timing that stab for him.
Yeah, just needs to watch his stamina. He backs his opponent into the corner. This is huge, but he has to convert it. Otherwise, Teflon's gonna stay in the fight, and he's able to get out of the corner, which is probably good for him.
The corner is a very bad place to be, but Teflon has said that he feels no pressure in the corner.
Wow, nice defense from Teflon. Defending against
Really?
all these attacks, but eventually
Oh.
something gets through. The initiative was just on T-Down's side, that whole sequence there, I would say.
Yeah, wouldn't let him have a moment. We're down to the last flag.
Yeah, and that's a hit for Teflon, which is huge as his opponent's tired.
Ooh,
This
he's
is his chance
tired.
to finish it. It's a double, though.
It's a double. Wow.
That low cut is blocked this time, so he can block it under certain circumstances. It's not easy for Laszlo. There's a hit for
There's
both
the
of them, but
upside.
yeah, intense flag.
Wow. Very good fight, guys. That was very nice.
Yeah, Teflon takes it, though.
That was very nice adjustments from T-Downs mid-fight, too.
Yeah.
That was a sizable comeback. Teflon started with a big lead.
Turk's already here. Beautiful. Let's finish this tournament. Very good tournament, guys. Glad the turnout was better than I expected too. We were starting with 6 people, then out of nowhere, 2 people decided to join, so
Yep.
it's awesome.
A lot more matchup possibilities and interesting fights that we got to see. Teflon says, honestly, I was doing a lot more defense, but you put on a lot more pressure than expected. Yeah, it was very relentless with that pace with T downs.
Okay, Turk, you're on the left. I'm on the right. Yeah, and I'm not gonna mess around. I could be totally mean and try Marina or something, but that could also go wrong. I'm not as familiar with her.
Right. They probably have more experience fighting Marina than you have playing her.
Yeah, yeah. I've done it before to meme on Turk and it's worked, but just because it's a terrible matchup for Marina, not because I'm good with Marina. But you could say this matchup's bad for her too, so I don't want to mess around with that.
We can say everyone's bad for maybe,
Yeah.
except yeah. Top attempt from Kubutai. Turk tries countering with the stab, nearly lands it, doesn't. Staying safe is Turk despite the blade beats. Subu keeps marching forward though and lands a chop. Oh, almost gets the push, but not quite in the end. A very quick third point. That's a double. Another double. Same exact way as the last one. Oh, Turk catches him, thinking that he's out of danger. Gets poked. That's the first point for Turk. With some momentum, maybe you can. That's another double. Runs into the stab. That's 2-3 for Turk, I believe. With Turk being 2. But those forward cuts from the Saberist, they're so hard to deal with. But he counters it there. It's very nice. This fight's going quick. Long guard from Subu, and they trade chop for chest stab again. There's a nice exchange. Marie survived without being blade beaten, I was going to say. Never mind. There's the push stab thing. And this is not looking too great for Kurt. And the head cut finishes it. Very quick.
All right, GG. Turk didn't make it easy. Don't let those flags fool you. Like you could see those moments where I got really overly aggressive. He punished me pretty much every time. Those 3 flags were when I just tried to go ham without any regard for defending myself.
For sure.
Next for the tournament.
That was the last fight?
Yeah. And no
All right.
surprise, Oak got the first place. I got the second place. Platypi got the third place. I'm below Oak just by 2 points. In fact, let me turn off the game capture so you guys can see that. There we are. Again, Platypi third place there. And T Downs, you got fourth place. That is really impressive, actually. Some good competition you beat there. Plebeian just below you there at fifth place. British Turk, sixth place. Teflon Don, seventh place. And Daddy K, although the points were low, I still like many of the things that I saw there. But as you can see here, like what's separating everybody else was by like really small amounts of points here. So it was just a fierce competition. You're newer to the game, but keep playing and discovering new things, and you'll get better.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. A lot of really good fights, some good performances from everyone. I think no one was completely on fire though, as I think everyone lost at least one match.
Yeah, even Oak.
Um,
Yeah.
and I'm not upset with my place because I was
Mhm.
falling asleep at the start of the event,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
enough with that. But yeah, I was glad to help commentate. It was very
Mhm.
fun to watch the fights.
Yeah, I agree. I won't keep you guys any longer then. Thanks for coming out, and I'll try and do more of these. I actually like this sort of time frame for a tournament, so and it's nice to see the North American players coming out. I hope to see Luck and Pekla as well, maybe even Toasted Bread. That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
Anyway,
and with that,
mhm,
one more thing, we got to figure that this was the first tourney at this time,
mhm,
um, officially.
yeah,
So more people will notice it as we keep doing them later. And then
yeah,
if your schedule comes up that you can't do it, I might take over the nighttime NA tourneys.
yeah. I'd love to see it. Anyway, GG's everyone, and I'll see you next time.
Yep. See you guys.